All right, update number 5, episode 5. I don't know, more of an update than an episode, I guess. Debug. So when I left off last Sunday, I finished this bar on the front here. This guy, which I proceeded to take back out and redo it. So now instead of it being over here above my steering shaft, it comes over to the right, and I should still do a bar from here to the bar down there, and then same thing with that side from bar down there to down there. And then so I did that Monday. Tuesday I finished the other side and did the cross here. That's not part of it. The cross here, and then I had to figure out how to weld the bottom sides of all this stuff here, which became the ordeal on Wednesday, where I pretty much had to take this guy out. So I had to cut it off from the dash up top. I had to cut slits in the dash to get it to slide out. I had to take the hood off. The hood's over there. I had to take the hood off and then get this thing up and it was not easy, because it is wider on that end and wider on this end over here, and it was just not easy. So, but I did it. I got it out. I got it in. It's welded up. It's in, so it should be good now. I think I just have to do like those 2 down bars on the front, and then I got to figure out the front bumper from the torsion bars forward. I got to figure out the rest of that out, but other than that, we're pretty much set up here. I do have to figure out my steering position and all that. And then what I started doing this weekend, so that was Wednesday, Thursday night. Thursday I started messing with other things. So I now have all of my brakes are all ready to go pretty much. I don't know if are these called, they're drum brakes, but they're not the drums. They're the, I want to say backing plates. I don't know what they're called. I got my drums all figured out as far as studs in it down there too. So my hubs and brakes are pretty much ready to go on the car at this point. I think I want to weld the back of the studs still, but other than that, those are ready to go pretty good. So I did that Thursday night. Friday night I kind of finished up. I didn't really do a whole lot. On Friday, but I did do a little bit. And then yesterday, I finished my shock mounts, my rear shock mounts, which are these guys right here. These guys, I finished my rear shock mounts. I finished those, so they are done. I do have to auger the holes out a little bit because they need to expand a lot more than I thought they were going to have to expand to fit on the shock. And I got my rear shock pretty much in place now, one of them at least. So I got plate welded on. I probably want to put like a plate or something from like here to here. I'm not sure how I want to do that yet, just to support this a little bit. I still need to weld this guy and the rest of it on. Shock is in there. Probably need to clearance that out a little bit more, but it is in there. And like I said, I need to put bolts in here still. And then this side, it's in here at least. Yeah. So I did the bottom bar, and then I did this and this morning or today. So it's got a double shear. I needed to use both of my bosses I have. So this shock boss here, this boss right here, right? This guy that goes through the pipe, isn't that long. It's only like half of it. I want to cut that end off a little bit. But I needed to use both of them because where the shock was sitting and where that bar was going to go didn't work very well, and then it didn't go all the way through the bar, so I wanted to make that a little bit different. So yeah, bar in. I got the top bar on. I got my other bar over here, which comes down and over, so it picks up the other side of Focus. So it picks up the other side of the shock. So that's in there. I still need to get a bolt for this, but they're mocked up. Oh, I also got my other rear torsion bars in. So I got both torsion bars in now. They're both all the way in. That was a pain in the butt. I don't know if anyone else has had trouble with these, but mine did not want to go in at all. And I was pretty much had to use a hammer to get them in. And then kind of the splines on the other side aren't very great now. So getting the spring plate on was not easy either. At least on this side it wasn't. The other side I got it on and kind of get it back off. And I still got to get these off and then clock them the way I need to get them clocked. But we'll get there when we get there. So, and then I finished this bar yesterday, but I couldn't get it all the way done because I needed to go buy a 1-inch hole saw, which I thought I had. Turns out I only had like a 7/8 hole saw instead, or something like that, or 5/8. I forget what I had. So I got a hole saw, finished this guy up, which I'm really, which should be good. The only other thing I see is maybe other people putting another bar from the bottom of the shock to like this other bar, so going from here down to here somewhere, maybe. I don't see a reason why. I don't know. I think what I have going on right here is going to be sufficient enough for now, at least. If it breaks something, and fix it later. We'll come back at this later. It's like I want to get different rear shocks eventually, because I want to get ones with reservoirs. These don't have reservoirs, but they're what I got because they were free. I also found this tool, which I thought was kind of neat. It's an adjustable boxed-in wrench. Interesting, right? It works pretty okay. Just like a regular boxed-in wrench that... Yeah, so... And then I started working on the other side here. So I got my base plate on, a support plate. I'm going to put my other bracket on here. And then I gotta figure out where up here to cut again, and then all that fun stuff, which is different. This side's different than the other side. And then repeat the process I did for that side on this side. So that's where I'm at right now. I did get the other window out. I haven't gotten the other corner window out, but I got the other passenger window out. And I think that's about it. I did also get everything out of my storage. Some trash in there I gotta finish cleaning up, but I got everything out of there, so yay. And then I think that's really about it. I also installed a new light. So that light over there wasn't there before. Or there was a light there, it just wasn't working. So now I got some more lighting in the garage at least, so it's a little bit better in here. It's raining, and I am tired because I've been at this all week and weekend, and now I'm going to go edit this and hopefully have it posted by Tuesday maybe. Next weekend, hopefully, I think next week I'm going to try to get the other transmission and motor out of the other car so I can get the transmission mounted in here and set up. I need to order some gaskets for that, just make sure I have gaskets to clean it up. I need to get CV joints and axles. I did finally get my pipe I ordered and sent to my brother's house, and I also got some parts that I left at that house here now finally, so we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. And pretty soon, once I finish some of the suspension stuff up, we're going to start making a lot more headway and progress with like getting brakes done and getting more of these other systems and getting like throttle cable hung and clutch cables and getting all that stuff situated and getting my steering wheel figured out where I'm going to put that. So once I get this chassis stuff down here sorted and finished, we'll start making a lot more jumps and gains as far as progress goes here. And I think I've been making some good headway progress too, I think. So I do have to take these trailing arms off and weld them and reinstall them and Loctite and peen the little bolt back in. Yeah. And I did I did start a checklist. And the checklist is not short, but not giant yet. And also I haven't finished everything on here. There's a lot more stuff I know I'm going to do, but I haven't gotten there yet. So I did get one thing checked off of it though. Right there. Rear shock mounts. I finished those. So those are done. And they're checked off. But there is a lot of stuff. There's still more stuff in here involving all the motor and all the fuel and electrical and all that. But it's a start as far as a checklist goes. And my monster wall has grown. It's grown. Really, I've been just drinking one a day to stay awake as I drive home from work, so. So I'm gonna go edit this video. Hopefully this progress is... Hey, it's progress. I am happy with progress. And we are getting there as far as getting this car starting to look like more of a car. And I'm very happy with how this is turning out so far. So, yeah. So far, like I said, we've made more progress in the last 3 weeks than I have in the last 2.5 years. So, I'm happy with that. It's been a detriment to my sanity, I guess, and what I've been doing, because I've been dead tired this entire time because I've been solely working on this till 11 o'clock every night. And then getting it back up in the morning, and then... But hey, we're going to get there, and it'll be worth it in the end once this car is running and driving, and have a lot more fun, so... Yeah. Anyway, if you guys want to help support this channel, help support my project here, this good old bug, check out shopgearhead.co. Use my coupon code SPRIGGS, get 10% off. Yeah. Still gonna try to make it to the race, and then if we don't, we'll try another race. There's always gonna be another race after, but we're still trying to get there. So yeah, if you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.